Hello, everybody. I'm Missionary, and you're in my digital space. Welcome back. Right now is a rough time. I'm shooting on April 4th, 2020. There has been a shift in everything political, social, medical throughout the world on account of a global pandemic, which is being referred to as coronavirus or COVID-19. And what that has meant in different countries is that different approaches have been taken to make sure that the spread is limited, to stop the rate of infection, etc. So something that they call flattening the curve. And in South Africa, where I am right now, one of the things that we're trying to implement is like enforced social distancing. So let me check my notes, since the 22nd of March, on the 22nd of March, the president of South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa, told the country that we would be going on a 21-day national lockdown. And if my memory serves correct, then the lockdown took place or was official from the 26th or the 27th. I'll put it somewhere down here just so that I'm in the clear. But so one of the rules was that you can't leave your house except for essential items like going to the grocery store or going to the pharmacy. You can't go to other people's homes. You can't purchase certain things because they're no longer deemed essential items. There's just a lot that's changed. People are no longer allowed to work from offices. They need to work from home. For me, that's not so hard because, again, my name is Missionary. Welcome to my digital space. This is where I operate from most of the time, except when I do, entertainment work or when I do artist management work. That kind of requires me to leave my house. It requires me to facilitate for my artists to go to the studio, for instance, on occasion. And now there are no studios that are open. So there are, pros and cons here, or I don't want to say there's any pro to this situation. Rather, there are pitfalls and things that you can make do with every situation. So just to kind of keep it light, I figured, and I asked my social media following on Instagram today, because the only event that you can really do or really have is going to the grocery store or going to the pharmacy. So today, me and my mom did both. We went to the grocery store, we went to the pharmacy. And the more pressing reason why I had to go today was because I needed to go refill my birth control. Even though I'm quarantining at home, my skin has really been taking to being on the pill, so I'm not about to mess that up for nothing. And I just wanted to get some things that made, in general, toiletries make me happy, like being able to exfoliate, having really nice baths, shower gels, what have yous, new lotion. Those types of things make me happy, and they're quote unquote less expensive. And they're things that I can still purchase, there's literal sections at the pharmacy with big tape saying, not for sale, only because they're not essential items. So I asked on my Insta story, should I do a haul video? I've never done one before, but I figured, why not? So let's just get right into it. I'm gonna sip my tea. I hope you have some too. To start, like I said, birth control, very important, very important. We don't want a new generation of baby boomers, I've been saying online, I really want a baby after this and a family, but I'm also very conscious of the fact that the world as I know it is about to be completely different, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford a baby, much less myself. But outside of that, take your birth control or have protected sex. Gang, gang. And then the other things I got were shampoo and the matching conditioner from Organics. Really, this isn't necessarily just for me or just for my hair that grows from my head that's currently wrapped up right now. It's more so about my wigs. My wigs are going through a rough time, and I'd like to respect them by giving them a little bit of TLC. So, there's that. Then let's actually focus on the shower stuff first, the stuff that I need to use in the shower. So then I bought this bath and shower gel. It's called Nature's Nourishment. It's conditioning. It is economy size, so I hope I'm not gonna have to buy another one of these for a while. And the flavor or the scent is called Scent of Serenity. It does not say what it smells like, so let's try and see. It smells like sea salt vibes, you know, like beachy kind of vibes. Anyway, the soap that I was just shocked at the price at and like really struggled to swipe my card for was the Cetaphil. Now, like I said, I've been on the pill, so a lot of what's going on with my skin has absolutely nothing to do with my beauty or my skincare regimen, because I'm having like hormonal treatment by way of my birth control. That doesn't mean I don't have to take care of my skin though. So I used to use Cetaphil way back in the day. And the reason being because before I started with Proactive, which apparently now I'm told is just, you know, not to be used. But anyway, it was good for like sensitive skin. It was good for dry skin. And at the time, I was just going through puberty. So it was just a really rough time for your girl. So they told me about Cetaphil. And in South Africa, Cetaphil, the little pump bottle, goes for like 250 something. That's jarring as a price for like facial soap, especially for a brand like Cetaphil, because I don't feel like, and this is just the messed up part of being a consumer, when I spend upwards of 200 Rand on something that I believe is like frivolous, like soap, well, not frivolous, but not as soap is very important. I'm trying to find the right word for this, but like I can't ever imagine buying soap for 250 Rand. I just struggle. Even if, like, especially from a brand like Cetaphil. If it were the Vichy brand, I would fully understand. 1, the packaging is really cool. 2, the branding is beautiful. And 3, it just has that air of I'm really doing the skincare things that Cetaphil really just feels like medical grade, like it does its job well, but the branding is not attractive, my goodness. Anyway, this little bar of soap was like 120 Rand. And then I obviously bought the container because apparently the bathroom is the dirtiest, or the place with the most airborne germs in your home. So I want to cover that to make sure that I'm not, like, what's the point of cleaning my face with something that's, you know, recommended by estheticians and then having it be contaminated with bacteria. Then we move forward. So Garnier Skin Active Moisture Balm Tissue Mask, super hydrating and revitalizing for dehydrated skin, featuring pomegranate and hyaluronic acid compounds. I haven't used the Garnier sheet masks before, but you know, you guys know that I'm a fiend for the sorbet ones, only because they're on 3 for 2 special all the time. Like, who doesn't like a special? But that's a Clicks only thing, and only Clicks has sorbet items, so I had no choice but to actually just get, you know, the ones from Dischem, from Garnier in particular. Now, again, I was usually like very averse to things that hydrate, like words like hydrating, words like, you know, moisturizing. I used to look for words like mattifying whenever I did skincare stuff, but that's because I always thought, or have always believed, I have oily skin. Right now I feel like I should do a test to figure out like what type of skin I have, because again, being on, you know, a birth control has sorted the girl out. But anyway, we are going to use it because I paid for it, and so it has to happen. I also picked up a toner, the Eucerin Dermo Purifier Oil Control Toner for blemish-prone skin. I'm not blemish-prone anymore, but we need to be preventative and proactive, right? So again, I have a micellar water, or micellar water, however you want to pronounce it. I have one of those, but it's oil infused, and so I always feel like I have to double cleanse afterwards. Now I have a toner in my home. It's currently in my bathroom, and I'm actually going to spill it because I'm not going to mention the brand, but literally upon opening it, you can smell the chemicals. It's very harsh on the skin, especially if you're using it as part of like the full system from that brand. When I was before, and obviously purchased it before I got on birth control, I was so worried about oily skin and so worried about breaking out that I did everything to strip my skin. I'm glad I never got into witch hazel, but I mean, what I had as a toner was right up there with witch hazel. Anyway, we're going to see how this toner works out for the girl. I also got from Himalaya Herbals the Clear Complexion Day Cream that brightens and evens tones for radiant skin with a little bit of UV protection, but clearly not enough. It has licorice, known to fade dark spots and blemishes, and then it has white dammer, an antioxidant to help reduce spots and blemishes to even tones. This low-key sounds like they do the same thing, but anyway, that's beside the point. It's supposed to hydrate, brighten, and clear your complexion. Let's see. So I have another one of these. Again, it was a gel-based thing so that it would be lightweight and mattifying, particularly for when I would wear makeup. But with the world looking the way it is, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm not going out to play with my friends. And two, I'm not so worried about like matte products. Like I might even try a hydrating foundation for once instead of like a matte or soft matte foundation. See how this smells? It smells really nice. My hands are dry, so we're just going to moisturize while we go. And the last few items, sorry, please excuse me while I crack my knuckles. The last few items, Eco Style Professional Styling Gel with Argan Oil. Again, just like how I purchased the shampoo and the conditioner for my wigs, this was also low-key a buy for my wigs, particularly my curly wig, but as well, I want to play around with my natural hair and kind of figure out, you know, what I can do with it. So there's that. And I bought a loofah because the one that I have now, before this one, was hanging on by a thread, or by threads, I should rather say. And we got a exfoliating washcloth. Now, if I had, don't judge me. I, love oranges, but I don't want to use the sack from the orange package to exfoliate. I like this one, and it's got the seam sewed nicely for me, and I feel like this one will get the job done a little bit better. Anyway, we move. And then I also got some cotton balls. Now, I'm not going to use cotton balls for my nails, really, because, again, I have acrylics and gel here. I've got gel on my toes. Really, what those are for my face. I am hoping that I don't have a nail issue, a nail accident, until after this lockdown has been declared, over, or at least until I can be allowed to, get somebody to do something to make sure that my nails don't look crazy. But yeah, that's what I got today. This is as close to an event as I'm gonna get when it comes to the lockdown. I just, like, my parting words on this topic, I've never done a haul video before, but I will say I felt so happy and so like, oh my gosh, when I was shopping, because beauty stuff makes me happy. Doing my makeup makes me happy, even if it's only for like 10 minutes or for an hour or for 5 minutes when I take pictures, or when I just feel really cute, or when I am on a FaceTime with somebody. Like, grooming makes you happy. Simple. Grooming makes you happy. Or grooming can make you feel confident, and that confidence can make you happy. So during lockdown, if you don't know what to do, if you are feeling down or you're feeling low, make sure to take a shower in the morning. Make sure to do a face mask where you can, even with ingredients from your kitchen if you have to. But be careful. Some of them are really harsh. Don't put them on your face, like baking soda. But do what you can to make this experience less grim by being the best self that you can be. I've been seeing a lot of people say, oh, we're going to be working out during this time. There's nothing wrong with being fat, okay? There's nothing wrong. Unless you are obese and it is something that you are struggling with personally, it's impacting your confidence, your doctor is very concerned about your level of your health, and only your doctor, there's nothing wrong with being fat. Absolutely. And I'm saying that with my whole chest, not because I'm a bigger girl, but because, honestly speaking, I have seen the slimmest of the slim live the most unhealthy lifestyle, always constantly sick, the way they drink, you'd swear their liver was going to fail or their kidneys were going to fail, and nobody gives them flack. So if you're seeing a lot of like reinvent yourself content during this lockdown, particularly if you're in South Africa, please just be as close to the happy you as you can be. All right? I'm Misa Narrates. This is my digital space. Until I catch you again.